Hey Money Mavericks, and welcome back. If you're a family in the US, you know the financial landscape feels like a constant tightrope walk. You're juggling some of the highest childcare costs in the world, trying to feed hungry mouths while grocery prices climb, and somehow you're still supposed to save for college, retirement, and a mythical emergency fund. It's stressful, but it doesn't have to be chaos. Today, we're building the ultimate US family budget blueprint. We're not just going to talk theory. We're diving into the three biggest pressure points for American families: groceries, daycare, and savings. In this guide, you will learn the budget framework, a simple, adaptable structure for your family's money. The daycare dilemma, realistic costs, and the best strategies to lower this massive expense. The grocery game, practical tips to cut your food bill without sacrificing nutrition. And the non-negotiable, making savings a fixed bill, not a leftover thought. Grab a notepad, maybe a cup of coffee, and let's turn that financial stress into clarity. Let's start with the big picture. Before we tackle the big three expenses, we need a simple system. I highly recommend the 50-30-20 rule as a great starting point for families, but with one critical modification to account for US costs. The rule breaks down your after-tax income, your take-home pay, into three categories. First, 50% for needs. This covers housing, utilities, transportation, insurance, groceries, and daycare. Now, this category is often the toughest for US families. And the reality is, it sometimes needs to stretch to 60 or even 65%. Next, 30% for wants. This is for entertainment, dining out, hobbies, subscriptions, and new clothes. This is the first place you'll need to cut when your needs are high. Finally, 20% for savings and debt. This is your emergency fund, retirement, college fund, and any high-interest debt payments. This is your future security. It's a need, not a want. So how do you set this up? First, calculate your net income. Get a precise number for your family's total take-home pay each month. Second, track everything. For one full month, use an app like YNAB or a spreadsheet to track every single dollar you spend. I know it's painful, but it's so necessary. Third, plug and adjust. Plug your expenses into the three buckets: needs, wants, and savings. This leads to the reality check. Most families find their needs category is way over 50%. Your job is to identify the main culprits, usually housing or childcare, and look at ways to cut or reallocate. This might mean your wants category needs to drop to 15% or less for a while. Remember, a budget is a tool, not a punishment. It tells your money where to go, instead of you wondering where it went. For many US families with young children, daycare isn't just a budget line item, it's the second mortgage. National averages for a single infant in center-based care can range from $10,000 to over $20,000 annually, depending on your state. It can easily eat up 15 to 30% of your net income. Here are 4 key strategies to tackle the daycare dilemma. Strategy 1. Search for alternatives and subsidies. Family child care, often run out of a home, can be 10 to 40% cheaper than a large commercial center. Just make sure you look for state-licensed providers. A nanny share, where you split a full-time nanny with another family, is also cost-effective and offers more personalized care. Also, don't assume you don't qualify for government subsidies. Many states have child care assistance programs with varying income thresholds, so check your state's specific guidelines. Strategy 2. Leverage tax advantages. The Child and Dependent Care Credit can reduce your tax burden significantly. And if your employer offers a Dependent Care Flexible Spending Account, or DCFSA, you can put pre-tax dollars aside for childcare costs. This is like paying for daycare with untaxed money, a huge savings. Just be aware it's a use-it-or-lose-it account, so plan carefully. Strategy 3. Strategic timing. Know the age milestones. Costs typically drop once a child moves from infant care to toddler care, and then again when they are old enough for pre-K or public school. Also, do the full-time versus part-time math. If one parent has a flexible job, even switching to a 3-day-a-week schedule can cut costs by 40% and is often the financial sweet spot. After housing and daycare, food is usually the third largest budget killer. The USDA estimates a family of 4 spends between $900 and $1,300 a month on a moderate-cost meal plan. The key to winning the grocery game is planning and discipline. Tip 1. Adopt a zero-waste meal plan. First, take a full inventory of your pantry, freezer, and fridge. What needs to be used? Next, theme your weekly meals around what's on sale and what you already own. If chicken is on sale, plan 3 chicken meals. Then, make a precise list based only on your meal plan and stick to it. Also, adopt leftover loop. Cook once, eat twice. Make enough chili or soup to cover dinner and the next day's lunch. Packing lunch is one of the fastest ways to save over $100 a month. Tip 2. Shop smart, beyond just coupons. Always focus on the unit price, the price per ounce or pound. A smaller item on sale may still be more expensive than the larger bulk item. And go generic for pantry staples like flour, sugar, and canned goods. The store brand is often identical to the name brand for 30% less. Also, try planning 1 or 2 meatless meals a week using cheap, filling proteins like beans and lentils. It saves money and is generally healthier. Tip 3. The stockpile strategy. Buy low, stock high. When non-perishables like toilet paper or freezable goods like butter are at their rock-bottom sale price, buy a 3-month supply if you can. And avoid the convenience tax. Don't buy pre-chopped vegetables or pre-made sauces. The cost of that labor is built right into the price. Doing a bit of meal prep on a Sunday afternoon is a massive money saver. We've squeezed money out of daycare and groceries. So where does it go? Not to wants, it goes to your future. Savings is a bill, not a bonus. This 20%, or whatever you land on, should be broken down into 3 priorities. Priority 1 is the emergency fund. Your goal should be 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. For a family, lean closer to that 6-month mark due to higher potential for unexpected expenses. The best way to do this is to set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to a high-yield savings account on payday. You won't miss what you don't see. Priority 2 is retirement. This is for your future self. If your employer offers a 401k match, contribute at least enough to get the full match. This is free money and should be a top-line need in your budget. Once you've secured that match, look at opening a Roth or traditional IRA for additional tax-advantaged savings. Priority 3 is the kid's future. But crucially, do not prioritize college savings like a 529 plan over your own retirement. You can get loans for college, but you cannot get loans for retirement. Start small. Even just $50 a month into a 529 plan, thanks to compounding, can make a huge difference over 18 years. The point is to build the habit and be consistent. Successfully budgeting for a family in the US is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes collaboration with your partner, monthly check-ins, and the discipline to prioritize your needs and your savings over your wants. The financial pressure is real, but a clear budget provides the control you need to navigate it. You're not just saving money. You're buying peace of mind and securing your family's future. Now I want to hear from you. What is your family's single biggest budget struggle right now? Daycare? Groceries? Tell me your best money-saving hack in the comments below. If this video helped you feel more in control of your family's finances, please hit the like button, subscribe for more financial insights, and share this with another family who needs a little clarity. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.